This conference will now be
Okay,
recorded.
today we are going to start the Python. Okay, first, okay, where we can like practice the Python or where we can learn the Python. Okay, so for the practice to write the code, okay, we have to do the setup. Okay, so there is a multiple way you can do on your local with the PyCharm or Visual Studio Code, or you can okay work on online with some editor, some available data. Okay, so local setup, how to do that? Okay, so simply you have to go online, you have to search Python version, sorry, Python download. You will get this official website of the Python. Just go there, and here you'll get the like whatever latest version, you will get that latest version, Linux, whatever is that. Okay, so you guys can see active Python release. Okay, so whatever Python available versions we have, you can see 2.7 and then 3.6, okay, till 3.16 you guys can see. It is showing below, I'm not sure this is year or something, but I think below is the horizontal is the year you can see. So 3.16 can goes up to the 2032. Like that the given. Here you will get the which version you want, or if you go click on the download version, let me click on downloads. Okay, here you will get the all release versions you guys can see. Whatever you want, you can just download that one. If you want 2.7, 3. Okay, 3 series, whatever you want, not a problem. You can go with that. Okay, just or simply here you can get the standalone installer Python 3.14 you can go with, or simply here you'll get Linux, Mac OS, Android. Means here we'll get the Windows, just click on the Windows. Okay, and here we have the all Windows related release. Okay, so just check which one you want to install. You can install any one. Okay, go for the 3 plus, that is not problem. Then check your laptop. Okay, configuration, just search about in search bar. Okay, what is my laptop specification? You guys can see 64 byte operating system, 64 base processor. So according to that, okay, you guys can see if I go below. Okay, this is the you guys can see this is the 3.13. This is the 64 byte. Okay, so according to your system, just go and download it. And once download, you will get that file. Just double click on that. Okay, it's very easy, you can do it, I already did it. Okay, and then just go in command prompt. Okay, whatever there they will ask, so okay, allow the path and all these things, just click on those box. And once you properly did it, just do the python hyphen version. You guys can see I am having the 2.7, you guys may have the 3 plus something. Okay, I am having the older version right now, I haven't changed. Okay, because sometime what is happening, if you already have the version and the launch other version, this version might be break, or you have to uninstall. Okay, so you can download any version, we just have to practice. Okay, then now python is ready. Okay, python is ready, but for this python we want editor support, means where you can practice. Here also you can practice, just you have to learn the python, have to enter the python, your python terminal start. This is nothing but terminal, you can practice here as well, but it's not possible to without editor you can practice properly. You can see hello list, you can print, but it is a working as a single line there. Okay, whenever you want to print your okay, work on your code line by line, okay, that time you can go with the terminal or CMD. Okay, but for the practice we need the proper editor. So simply just go online, search PyCharm or Visual Studio Code. Anyone you can do it. Okay, JetBrains is the one company. They are providing this PyCharm. Okay, just click on that. Okay, here you will get the PyCharm unified product something. Okay, just go down. What is there? Just see. Here we have the download option. Okay, here what option we have? Okay, different one. Let me go in a download section. I'm in download right now. Okay, so we have to go with the community version. Okay, we have to go with the community version. Like this is a, if you go, there is a two version. One is a community version, one is a developer means paid version. If you go with the developer version, after 30 minutes, okay, they will ask you pay money, or if you not pay money, they will not allow you to use that editor. So always go with the community version. So I'm not getting community version here. Just a second, let me go back. Okay, here getting some community version. Just search, you will get it. Just a second. PyCharm community version. Community. Okay, just let me go down. This is the install PyCharm. I think they changed the website. Okay, here you guys can see. Okay, they are not coming up. This is a community version and all these things. Okay, for now you guys can go through this. Okay, just download it. Okay, just download whatever is that. Okay, we'll see later because I'm not able to see you. If you get, you guys can find out community version. Okay, there is not coming up. This is community or what? Okay, you can download it. Not a problem. We'll see later. Okay, if you specifically get the community version, you guys can go with the community version. I think they removed or something happened. Okay, so a lot of changes is happening there. So in this PDF, okay, install Python, install PyCharm, connect PyCharm and Python. Okay, so how to install the Python just we saw. Okay, then here below we have the community version. You guys can see PyCharm community version. Okay, explicitly they mention the PyCharm community version. That's what we should get there. But I think they removed or something happened. You guys can check. You can see it should come when you search bar PyCharm. Okay, you can see community version edition should come like this. So I have the two PyCharm 2022.3. I think this is not community. This is paid one. This is my community version. Okay, so simply open the community version. Now this is just simple editor. This editor don't know you want to work on the which language. So PyCharm is basically they made for the actually for the Python. Okay, but if you know the Visual Studio Code, in Visual Studio Code you can integrate Java, you can integrate Scala, you can integrate Python. Okay, it is not for basically one. Just click on the early. Initially you will get the new project. You will get this window when you open this PyCharm. Okay, exact window you will get the new project. Right now I already used, that's why I click on the new project. Okay, then here give your project name. Let's say I'm giving, okay, test. Okay, check your location. This is my location test. Let's say the B3 data. Then here you have to select the virtual environment. Okay, keep as it is. Then location, what is your location of virtual environment. Then this important base interpreter. So what your Python you have downloaded, you can see 37 also somewhere 30. Okay, so many versions I have in different location, but let's go with the 2.7. So you can see where you download the Python, that version should come here base as base interpreter. You can see my 2.7 is coming up. Then just select that. Okay, then just click on the create. Okay, it will create the project and it will start all download whatever indexing and all these things. Just click on the next. Okay, so you can see text 3 is there. Just right click. Now click on the Python file. Let's say test something and just try to test one code in editor. Okay, if you guys face any issue, you can see use Python. No Python interpreter. If you get any notification here, so just click on that. Okay, it will take time to configure. You can see below it's setting up some index and all these things. Okay, just wait for some time. Below you guys can check update and all these things. Okay, here it's setting up the indexing all these things. Okay, so initially it will take time. You guys can see below. Still, it is setting up something. Okay, until unless this setup is not done, we cannot do anything. You can see my cursor below. Okay, you guys can see below update is done. Okay, nothing is now there. Just go run your code. It is working or not. So you guys can see my code is working. So just to test one code, what your project setup you did, that project is working or not. Okay, so this is one way. Another we have the Visual Studio Code as well. Okay, this is Visual Studio Code. Just go on uh, online on Chrome and search for the Visual Studio Code. You will get it. Here also you can practice the Python. Okay, in Visual Studio Code you can practice the Java, Python, but those library you have to install. Okay, simply I will click on the. Okay, just second now, or just let me create new file just for you. Okay, you will get the different test.py. Py means Python. Save somewhere. Okay, let me try here. I think I don't have the Python setup. You guys can see it asking me to download something. Okay, it's setting up Python. You guys can see select the language model here. Okay, right corner you guys can see. Okay, where you will get it. Okay, you can set up. So you guys can see automatically detect the Python, but you have to install those library and all these things. Okay, you guys can practice on Visual Studio Code as well. Okay, if you want there. Okay, just set up it. It is very easy to do it. Okay, I think I haven't seen. Okay, you can see still it is downloading something Python library and all these things. It asking me for login and all these things. Okay, but you guys can do it. Okay, setup and all these things in Visual Studio Code. Then you can just search. Okay, entry over nowadays ask you search okay, online editor and practice there, write your code for the executions. Always search, okay, Python online editor, you'll get the multiple editor or online compiler, we can say. Okay, if interviewer ask you, okay, search any compiler online and practice there. So search Python online compiler. Okay, just search what your compiler you are comfortable. Okay, this is the program is, and here also you guys can practice. But one thing, whatever you practice, you have to copy to your notepad. If this UI got refreshed, you will lose your code there. So simply, okay, we can practice a print Python. Okay, so when interviewer asks you, so try to practice, try to open this editor. You can see left side you guys can write the code, right side you will get the output. Okay, so try to practice on one editor little bit, so it will help you to like once you friendly with that editor in interview, it will help you that one. Left side you guys can see so many things, even you can practice SQL as well here. Just click on, okay, here you guys can see SQL sign, database sign. Just click on that, this window will open. Here you can practice the SQL as well. Okay, or simply you can search online SQL editor. Okay, and in this SQL editor, sorry, online SQL compiler, so you will get the multiple compiler. Okay, here you guys can see multiple compiler, SQL Server Online compiler, all these things. This is again program is one. You guys can practice on. Okay, so sometimes interviewer will ask you, okay, this question. There was one startup company. They asked me the question on this table: customer, orders, shippings. Okay, this they gave the some scenarios on these three tables. Okay, so nowadays they can ask question from anywhere. Okay, so you guys can practice here as well any compiler. Okay, and this is a must. Okay, they will ask you share your screen, open any online editor. Why they will ask? If you are writing code, that code should be the executable. Okay, so that's why they will check your code is working or not. So try to use one okay editor there, online editor. Okay, here also you can practice. Then online, okay, there is one Google Colab. Here also you guys can practice. Well, okay, just go in Google Colab. There is so many things you guys can do it. Okay, just right now it asking me for the recent because I already have the account. But you guys, they will ask you login and all these things. You guys can log in. Okay, let me click on the new notebook. It's very easy. Just you can log in and you can use it. Here you will get the database kind of UI and sale and notebook and all these things like this. So here you no need to do anything. Here you guys can directly practice. Even your Spark is also you can practice here. Okay, here we have the connect and all these things. You will get the AI support as well. So simply you can start the coding. Let's say print. Okay, here you guys can practice your Spark as well. Okay, you can load your file and you can practice here as well. You can see it's loading. Here you can change the notebook name, test something. You guys can see hello is printed. Here it's same show RAM and disks and all these things. We don't want that. Okay, and whenever you want to go in next shell, just click on the code. If you want to write the text, means something header. This is Python. We are learning. Okay, any normal. So you guys can this will be the text. Now if I click on the code, you can see automatically it highlighted as a text. So we have the text option, we have the code option. So whenever you click on the code, it will understand you want to execute the code. Clear till here? Any no doubt? and here you will always get latest Python version. Okay, always get the latest Python version, and you can run particular one cell, or you can, okay, run all cell. So you guys have to practice everywhere. So here you will get the data, like cell practice, how cell is working. So in your project, if they are using any notebook kind of these things, you will get used to do that. Then online editor as well, and you can practice on PyCharm as well. Till here, any no doubt how to install, how to use it, and all these things? Yes, no, guys.
No, sir.
No,
Sir.
sir.
Okay, this Google Colab is very easy. Just go log in and use it. Okay, even our PySpark also will practice here. Okay, then, okay, so we are not going to, okay, much more time on this, spend more time on this Python introduction, all these things. Okay, because no one will ask you what is the Python, all these things, silly question, right? So, okay, so normal introduction we'll see. Like we are not going to see flow and all these things. No one will ask you. Okay. So basically, when you want to interact with the, like your machine means with your computer, right? So we need one language, like we are talking each other with the, we have one language, right? So like that, to communicate with the system or machine or laptop, we need the language. There is a multiple language. We have the Python, we have the Java, Scala, okay, C, C++. Okay, so just all language, like logic wise, if you see almost same, but syntax wise is the different. Okay, so Java having their own syntax, Scala having their own syntax. But if you see the, for the data engineer, okay, this Spark is supporting to the Python as well and Scala as well, even Java as well. Okay, Java as well, but you will see the less project of the Java. Okay, so nowadays, if you see for the data engineers, their languages are the famous. Okay, Python, Scala, and Java. Then let's say your project is pure development project, pure backend project, backend. So you will get the Scala or Java there. Okay, and here you will not have any, okay, collaboration with the data science team, data analyst team. Okay, they may have the end user somewhere, but you not have the collaboration here. But when you have the data analyst team, data science team, everyone working together, so data engineer also have to use the Python here, because these data analysts and data engineer, sorry, data science people don't know the Scala or Java. Okay, but that is not difficult actually. Those who know the Python, they can work on Scala. Those who know the Scala, they can work on the Python. Vice versa. If you know the one language, that is a more than enough. Okay, no need to focus on other language. Okay, if you learn one, okay, one language, other language almost similar. Some concept here and there that just you have to learn it. Okay, then Python, like they are saying the Python is easy language. Syntax wise is easy, but logic wise all language is difficult. Okay, it's not like Python is very easy and we can go in and we can write the code. Okay, if they ask the difficult code, then code wise and logic wise you will face the issues. Okay, but syntax wise it is easy actually. And for this Python, we are seeing the high level programming language. Okay, and this Python is developed by the, there is some Guido van Rosen, something is there in 1989. He has developed this Python. Okay, no one will ask you year and all these things. Okay, so simply there is like say, if you want to write the code, let's say you can just Google it, you will get it. If you want to write code in Java, okay, so you have to define the some class, let's say public class. Okay, what is this? Okay, don't worry about that. No one will ask you. We are going to show the Python public class. Then this file name also you have to give for that your what your Java file. Then let's say hello. Just I am telling the syntax. let's say hello world. Here, okay, you have to define the your main method. I'm not going to write it. Okay, main method you have to define. Then here you have to whatever you want to print. Here you have to print it. Okay, let's say there is a print or SOP something. There is a multiple things. Here we are using SOP something. Okay, you guys can check. Okay, so you guys can see for one just I want to print the hello print. So I have to define entry point and class and all these things. Okay, so this is in Java. If you go for the C, okay, so you have to define void main. Okay, then you have to inside that you have to define curly bracket, and then you have to define the your print hello whatever is it. Okay, just extra things or some extra functionalities there. If you go to C plus you will get different, but in Python you don't need to define all these things. In Python you can just do go and print hello. Okay, then another important part we have in this Python. Okay, other whatever languages we have, Java, C plus, they are working on the curly braces. Okay, you have to define the scope there on the curly braces, but Python is not work on the curly braces and all these things. Python is work on the okay this we what we can say. Okay, I forget actually that word. Okay, I will tell you. So sorry, indentation I think. Okay, so whenever you are giving the colon, okay, if you like, let's say this you give here anywhere in your curly bracket, it will work. But when you let's say print hello something, if you did somewhere like this, it will not work. Okay, so in curly bracket you can change any space. That language will understand it is within curly bracket, that is fine. But Python, okay, will throw the indentation error, that we'll see one by one. Okay, no need to go like no one will ask these things to you while practicing. You will get to know. Okay, and again this Python we can use for the web development, backend development, application development, obviously for the machine learning. Okay, but if you guys see the in 2021, 23, or before 23, there was a lot of booming of the machine learning. Okay, people should know the machine learning, people should able to run the model, but nowadays is a data. Okay, if you check it, it is a dead nowadays. Okay, like if you see the in 2021, 20, there was people learning data science, machine learning, it was very famous. Each and every engineer should know the machine learning. But nowadays we have the lot of model in the market. If you just give the one prompt, they will build the model. Okay, nowadays there is not much scope for the machine learning. Okay, you guys can do the research. Okay, you will say like why it is dead and all these things, but it is now dead. Like we don't have the more opening for the machine learning people. Okay, because that is done by the nowadays the model, what your co-pilots and all these things, that they can easily build the models. Okay, those also large language AI chatbot we can say. Okay, then as there is some future of Python. Okay, easy to learn means syntax wise easy to learn, it is open source. Then platform independent means you can work on the integrate with any platform. Okay, there is some dynamical and all these things we are not going to see, or no one will ask you the characteristics and all these things. Okay, uh, then we'll directly start with the coding. Okay, most important things with the this Python. Okay, code plus okay theory. Okay, which theory is important, I will tell you. Okay, so they will ask you the at least one code or two code on the Python. Okay, and they will ask you the theory, which theory is important, I will tell you. Then important things, if you integrate Spark plus Python, that will become your PySpark. So here is important to learn the Python for the data engineer. Okay, then here we are going to learn the Spark data frame. Okay, remember this is Spark data frame. So you no need to learn the pandas data frame. Okay, keep in mind this, since pandas data frame is very similar to our Spark data frame, but this pandas data frame is for data science. But if you learn any one data frame, you no need to do all these things. Okay, even personally, till now I haven't learned pandas, or have I haven't seen the pandas data frame. Okay, I don't know how pandas is work. Even in my previous project, there was a pandas things I haven't learned. If you know the Spark, and if you just see the pandas data frame, you can easily understand. No need to learn anything. Even in interview, no need to show these skill sets unnecessary, because no use at all. Okay, just focus on our Spark, pandas, Spark data frame, SQL, and Python code. No need to do the extra thing unnecessary, because this is important for the data engineer. Okay, already we have the lot of syllabus. Then okay, we'll start with the directly coding. Okay, instead doing this flow and all these things. Okay, no one will ask you those things. Okay, so simply in Python we have the data types. Okay, even if interviewer say you do you know little bit about Panda, let's say I am purely work on the Spark data frame. Okay, it is not a mandatory one person should know everything. Okay, then we have the data types in Python. Okay, we have the integer, then we have the float. Okay, integer means your integer number 1, 2, 10, 20. Those who don't know, for them. Float means your float value 1.5, let's say 20.6, like that. Okay, it will be the float value. Then we have the complex data type. No need to do this. Okay, complex data type, it is not used at all. Okay, boolean is important. Boolean means true and false. We'll see that this is very important. Then we have the string. Okay, everyone know the string. So we have the string, we can use in single quote, or we can use in double quote, or you can use in triple quote. We'll see triple quote, right? This is single quote, this is double quote, this is triple quote. But if you see in your MySQL, our MySQL, I think just single quote, or it is not supporting anything double quote. Then other we have, okay, byte. This is also no need to do that. Okay, then we have the byte array. Those are the complex data type, like, just a second. Okay, no need to do that actually. Okay, no need to focus on this area. Then other data types we have list, tuple. This is important. List, okay, tuple, then set. Then we have the dictionary. This is very very important. Okay, and this above one is most important: integer, float, boolean, and string, because we have to deal with always this. Okay, so simply Python is a like a dynamic language. You don't need to define the data types and all these things. Okay, like say in Java you have to define like this. This is integer a. Then you can below a equals to 10. So explicitly in Java, C, C++, if you see the code, you have to mention this is integer, and then you have to define that value. But Python is not like that. Python is a dynamic. Python can understand what is this. Okay, you don't need to mention it. Simply, if I go here, okay, now you guys can see I can either delete this code, either I can comment. Okay, if you want to comment, this is not in executable format. You can see hash we are using for the comment, for single line comment. Okay, even you can add like this. This is nothing but comment. This is a Python we are learning. You can put started date. Why this comment is important? Anyone know? Hello, anyone? Okay, so comment important is, let's say I have written one code here. Let's say 500 line of code. Okay, so you should know who's written this code. So at top I will mention this code is written by. Okay, date I will add here, and whatever classes and function you are writing, you can define what this code is doing. Means like this. Okay, when let's say I have developed some functionality. Okay, so I can say let's say at 200 line there is one class. So I have to define this class is doing. Okay, means basically you have to write what this code is does. That is nothing but comment. When new developer join, that developer understand what is you use of this code, what why we are using this code, and if that developer is not understand it, your code, he can go through your comment what this function is doing, what is the purpose of this code, what is the why they written this code. So like that you have to write a comment as a good developer. Okay, always. So let's say just a second. Okay, if you see this code. Okay, so you guys can see I have do the comment, create the sparse session, define the S3 bucket, load data from Hive, so that they can easily understand. You can see transformation count number of unique modification prescribed for the doctor. So what this code is doing, so that is written here. So that is nothing but comment. Okay, so this is single line comment. Then whenever, okay, you don't, let's say there is a specific line of code, okay, and that you don't want to execute. Let's say there is a one teammate. Okay, if you not understand, this is list 1 2 3 4, and this code later change. Let's say print l. This code is going on in simple code, but later let's say your lead ask you, we have to add some element in this. So what you will do, don't go and remove that code, comment that person code, then put your code. So you can see this is commented out. Means it will not in executable format. It will never execute when you run the program and just run the println. So when you're something code you want to change, you cannot go directly and remove that code. Always comment it, because later if later they ask you, we cannot go with the old code. Sorry, we cannot go with the new code. We have to go with the old code. Then from where you will say I deleted everything. If you delete it, and then how you will understand what change you did. Okay, you can change and just that change you can understand with the help of Git, but safer file always comment previous code and put your new code. Okay, that's what we have to do it. Senior people also doing like this. Okay, so we have to see the data types. So simply a equals to 10 if I given, and if I say the print type, it will give the type. You don't need to mention this is integer and what, but in other language you have to mention data type. But Python is a dynamic, it can understand very easily. You can see it is giving me Python int. Okay, means nothing but integer. Then I don't want to execute this code again. Okay, if I want to execute this code as well, if I want to execute another code as well, you guys can see Both code will get executed now. You guys can see first one is integer, this one, and second one is a float, this one. But I don't want to execute this, then comment it. Okay, so you guys can do the single line comment. This is comment, this is comment. Now it will not execute because this is in comment format. You guys can see just second code will get executed. This is single line comment. Another we have the multi-line comment. So let's say we have the very big code, this code. Okay, empty list. This is very big code you don't want to execute. Then you guys can do the multiple line comment. This one is a multi-line comment. Triple quote, and below is a triple quote here. You guys can see this is a multi-line comment. If you not want to comment single line by the hash, you guys can go with the multi-line comment. Okay, what your number of lines you want to comment? At top give the three double quote, and bottom from where you want to cut it, give the three okay three quote there. Then now trigger it. You guys can see just executing this part. It is not executing this part because it is a multi-line comment, and when you give the line by line hash hash, that is a single line comment. Even if you want to use shortcut in this pycharm, okay, you guys can learn shortcut, not right now, but once you join the company and all these things, this shortcut we have to learn. Now you guys can say I want to comment this, just I will use control and forward slash, all line will get commented automatically. Okay, any number of line it can comment. Now instead running manually remove it, okay, I can just select and just I can use again control and forward slash, it will uncomment. Okay, these are the shortcut, you can just google it, you will get it. But that is most important to work on effectively on the editor when you join the company in project. Right now no need to worry about this. Okay, so you guys can see this is float. Then okay, if I define the string, let's say st means string or str, let's say. Then if I define, let's say Python in single quote, if I use the print type str, okay, it will give the string to us. You can see str is the string. Okay, if you define, okay, double quote str equals to Python, that is also fine. That will be the also string. Type str, okay, that will be the also your string. You can see string. Now when comes to multi-line string, let's say I want to write like this str, this is the Python, we have, this is the language. So you can see multi-line string. This is one of language. Okay, you guys can see now, if I define like this in single quote, it will not understand. It will not understand this. It will throw the error. If you give the double quote, it will not understand. So whenever, okay, your comes to in this scenario, and this is most important. If you guys don't know, those who know the in sparse equal. So if you see, just now I shown you, I have used the triple quote here. It when comes to Spark, you guys can see multi-line string, you can see triple quote here. And those who people don't know, they are facing the issue in real project. So you can see triple quote is there. So that's why when it comes to the multi-line string, okay, you have to use the triple quote. And this is important in our SQL as well, parse SQL. Now you guys can see I can use the triple quote. And now I can print str. You guys can see it is printing. This is a Python. We have this is the one language. You can check the type. It is a string. So when comes to multi-line string, go with a double quote. So retrieval quote. And when you are your normal single line string, single line string, that time you can go with the single quote or double quote. Okay, so those are the data types we have: string, integer, float. Okay, and you can check there is the inbuilt function type. Okay, Python automatically show you the what is the data type of that. Okay, uh, even you guys will get the idea of that, like where is the what is the memory location, all these things. Let's say if I given a equals to 10, print if you want to check uh, what we are saying for that uh, address of that object. So whenever you define something, what it will take, it will occupy your memory, right, at the background somewhere. Okay, that is hardware part. Simply if you want to check what is the like like what is the memory location or what is the block number there, you guys can find out. You can see 38516 something. It's kind of thing in ADFS we are storing block somewhere, right? And ADFS is giving some identical number or some ID to that block. So like that, when we are storing this object store in our storage somewhere. So obviously Python have to give some ID to that object. So that is nothing but location, or we can say address. Okay, no need to worry about that. And then data types we saw. Then there is a binary and complex, hexadecimal and all these things. No need to do that. Okay. We have the binary data type. We have the octa, hexa, all these things. Okay. No need to waste their time. Okay. Just what are important, float, integer, and all these things. Just do that. Even we have the complex data types like AI plus BJ something. AI plus BJ something, that complex we have in mathematical, right? Complexity chapter something. So that is also no need to do. Actually in real there is no use of this. Okay, clear till here, and no doubt. Hello.
No, sir.
No.
Okay, so this is related to data types. Then important things, we have the casting. This is important. Okay, in a this is important in SQL, Spark. Okay, by Spark, what is that? It is important in data engineer. So let's say your okay digit in integer, you have to convert into the string. You have to convert data type. Casting means data type conversion. Okay, so what is happening in migration project? Let's say you are on Hayu right now. Okay, here we have the string. Hayu is supporting to string, but you are migrating your data, let's say somewhere in ADL Gen 2 or S3, or let's say in any data type. Let's say you are migrating to the Apache Iceberg data type, means S3. Okay, so this S3 is supporting to the varchar. Meaning is same, both are the string, but this S3 don't know the what is string data type. It just know the varchar. So while migrating, you have to cast your data. Whatever column you have to cast your column. You have to use cast function. We'll see in Spark. Okay, you have to casting from string. You have to convert to the varchar. In coding itself, you can do it. Okay, so let's say I have the integer. Okay, so there is a like we have the okay what data type we have the integer right now. We have the float, integer. Okay, here we have the Okay, boolean we'll see later. Let's say string only. Now let's say I have the a equals to 10. Okay, if I print a type of this, it will be the integer. Okay, if I check the type of this, just a second. Python. Okay, if I check the type, then it will be an integer. So it is an integer right now. But if I want to convert this into the string, I don't want the integer data type. I want to convert into the string. So simply what you guys can do it. Okay, you can use another variable and you can just put str. String means inbuilt function. You can just put that a and you can just print, okay, type b. You'll get in string format. You guys can see first a is integer, right, till now here, line number 34 and 35, because it is integer. When I use the inbuilt function string, I am saying this is my data type integer, convert into the string. So this is nothing but casting. Then when I check the data type of b, that is equal to b equals to string, means a we are trying to convert, you can see that coming as string. Okay, vice versa, you can convert into the float as well. Let's say f equals to float, you can convert that value a float. You can check type, print type of a, sorry, f. Now variable is f right here, so it will show the float to you. You guys can see first one is integer, string and float. So you guys can see integer we have converted to string as well, we have converted to the float as well. Similarly, we have the string. Let's say str equals to data, let's say data work, and if you see the print type, it will show the string. Okay, type is string, you can convert. Let's say a I am using, you can do the integer, you can hold that string and you can check type. Now print type a. Okay, you can check it. Just a second. Okay, let me, string is the one inbuilt character, like inbuilt word we have. Let me take string one here, because str is the one reserved keyword actually. Just a second, where is the issue? String one in literal for int with the base 10 data work. Okay, why it is not converting string? Just a second. Okay, string it's not able to convert into the integer, it's saying. Okay, you guys can see invalid literal for int with the base 10. Okay, we should actually float we can convert in integer. String why it's not getting convert? Just a second. Okay, I think string we cannot convert to the integer. It is throwing the error. Let me try to use a number. Yeah, you guys can see number we can able to convert. When I put this number into the this single quote, type of this number is string. When I use integer, str1 means convert into the string, sorry, integer. You guys can see second is coming the integer. So String you cannot convert. Okay, it will throw the error. Okay, but in SQL or in PySpark you can easily change the data type by the casting. We'll see later. Okay, so this is nothing but casting. Casting in simple to change the data type. Okay, and this is important in SQL, PySpark, or in data engineer work when you okay load data from source to target, or want to migrate data from source to target. So what is your target on the okay according to that target you have to keep your data types there, column data types. Okay, we'll see some example later. This is data type conversion, or we can say type of casting. Okay, you can do it. Then another we have. Okay, we'll start with the like basic topic. Okay, later one by one. Till here, clear and no doubt how to install the Python, how to work, and all these things. And whatever code we work, okay, this code you guys can practice here if you want. Okay, let's say a equals to 10. You can see class integer. So if you comfortable, you can work here. Okay, if you comfortable, you can practice in Python. But at least one editor hands-on you have, and at least one online editor. Okay, try to sometime whenever you get the time, 3 to 4 code you guys can practice here in on programming, because interviewer will ask you open online editor and execute your code. So you guys can practice on this programming. Okay, clear and no doubt.